I find it's always more comfortable to use a mat for your abdominal exercises, and you'll also need a large towel. Take a lovely deep breath in, stretch tall, reach over one side, and then stretch the other side. Good, now bring the arms down. I want you to reach nice and gently to one side. Ready, go, and pulse. So just think about really extending into both hands here, so you're reaching in opposite direction. This is great for really starting to tone into that waist. That's lovely. Now we're going to change direction. Let's do it now. Here we go. Reach to the other side. Pull up out of that waist so you feel nice and long and tight through that area. That's lovely. Good. Keep pressing with both hands so you really feel like you're targeting that area. Change sides again. Here we go. Just 8 here. And change. Press across. Lovely. Good job. Now bring the arms down by your sides. Put one hand behind your back. Legs a little bit wider apart, and the knees need to be soft. And offer your hand to me. So that means you draw a circle in front. And then each time you do this, you really pull your belly button in tight. So you're targeting to flatten those abdominals as you're loosening up your spine. So really think about scooping and flattening those abdominals. That's good. Those knees need to be a little bit soft as you're doing this. You've got one more each side. Here we go. Scoop. Lovely. One more. Keep this tight. Excellent work. And relax. Now you're going to come down on the floor. This exercise is called bridge pose, and it's just fantastic to flatten the whole of the abdominal area. So come to a lying position, hands are by your sides, feet are about hip distance apart, and your knees need to be soft. Check that you have that rib-hip connection before you go anywhere. So you've got a little bit of tension here. Now you're going to slowly peel up gently through the buttocks, using the whole of the abdominals here. Now from the top, just hold it nice and tight, really flatten into those abdominals. Good, now curl down, one vertebrae at a time, so you're really using your abdominals to scoop flat as the tailbone comes on the floor. Let's do that again. Pull in, zip up through that pelvic floor muscle, energize those knees away from you and hold it here. Now really pull in flat. You can put your hand here to support yourself a little bit and really feel that these muscles are working. Let's hold it for another 8. Here we go. Hold it here. Flatten, flatten. That's nice. Good. And then slowly curl down. Here we go. Think about one vertebrae at a time, coming down onto the floor. That's lovely. We're going to do it one more time. Here we go. So scoop up. Pull up through those abdominals. Really think about what you're trying to achieve here. You want to flatten off the abdominal area. You're really lengthening this, but keeping it firm and tight. Good. Let's come down, slowly down, one vertebra at a time. Tuck your rib cage underneath you so you keep this area small. That's lovely. Now, hands are by your sides. Extend the leg that's nearest me along the floor, nice and flat. Keep the foot relaxed. And we're going to target this lower belly area here. We're going to pull the leg in slowly on 4 counts. So very slowly, draw it in. That's good. And now take it out. And again, so it goes out, straightening it out nice and slowly to begin with. Now let's take it up tempo just a fraction. So it comes in, lovely, to there, and out. Now, as you're doing this, a couple of things to be thinking about. Try to really isolate into your lower tummy muscles here. Now, to help you do that, keep the leg relaxed. Work into this lower tummy as you draw the leg in, and really think about controlling it as you extend the leg away. You've got 2 more. That's nice. And slowly away. Good. Keep that rib-hip connection. Last one. In you come. Breathe for me the whole time. And extend it away. That's lovely. Now swap legs, so extend the other leg away. Check you have your rib-hip connection, a little bit of tension. Are you ready? Slowly to begin with first. So slowly come in, nice and gently. Isolate deep into that lower thigh muscle. Good job. Now extend away. Really think about working into this area. This can be such a bugbear area, but you can make it flat, I promise you. Now take it up tempo. Now good. And then straighten that leg away. Use your abdominals. Leg stays relaxed. That's good. And extend away. Now this might feel very subtle, but if you can master this technique, you'll really feel the benefits in all the other abdominal work that we do in this session. And again, so come in, that's good, and extend away. Lovely. Last one. And away. That's good. Now bring the feet together. Just put the soles of your feet together and let the legs drop open. So you get a nice little stretch here on the inner thigh area, but you're also sort of stretching out the abdominals a little bit. Good. Feet come flat on the floor again, and I want you just to lift yourself up a little bit. This exercise really targets the upper part of your abdominals, which again can be an area that we get a bit sort of loose in. So this is your start position, and it's called a modified teaser. So you have some tension here. You're going to lift a little bit higher, then reach away. Go. So you lift up, and then you reach away. You lift up, and you reach away. You up and down. Lift up and really extend the arms above your head. Now as you reach above your head, keep the shoulders off the floor. This makes the exercise more challenging and you're really lengthening and flattening the abdominals. If you want to make it easier, bring the shoulders down as you extend the arms over the head. Remember that rib-hip connection and lift from your breastbone. And rest down. Just take the arms above your head, just really extend the legs away. You should really feel that's worked right into the upper part of your abdominals there. Bring your arms down by your sides, bend your knees, and then I want you to give me a very quick but controlled 4-count lift. So it's a small lift, up, slowly down. Now this is again really fantastic at targeting flattening off the old sort of jelly belly in the lower area here. Now the trick is to keep the leg lift very small. Don't come too high, otherwise the legs do the work and not the lower belly. Lift, lift. You're probably lifting about 2 to 3 inches off the floor, and each time you lift, try to change the leg so you create balance in your body. That's good. Lift up, breathe for me the whole time, nice and strong in this area. That's great. And release. Give me one more body stretch. Really think about pulling up nice and tall through your body. Stretch it out. Good. Okay, now what I want you to do is come up to a curled position and then lift your legs as well, because this is going to lengthen and target the whole of your abdominal area. Your knees need to be over your hips, your abdominals are nice and tight, and you're supporting your head. Now slowly lower one leg to the floor as you bring it back up to the start position. So as you lower, you lift the body a fraction higher. Focus on the rib-hip connection as you lift and lower the leg. It's really important that you keep your breath smooth and controlled as you perform each exercise. And as you do this, really focus on pulling down through the belly button. If you have some pain in your neck, remember you can use a towel. Try to avoid gripping in the neck. Keep the hands wide and lift from the breastbone rather than your chin or your neck. Great job. Last one. Well done. Now just relax the body down, feet down to the floor. Just give me a big, long stretch. Really extend through the fingertips, through the toes, and release that. Good job. Now, come up to a sitting position. You're going to need a towel for this next exercise, which is just about the best exercise I know to really tighten into your waist, but also keep this area nice and long so we don't become dumpy. Take your towel and roll it so it's fairly thick. Position it on the floor so your hip kind of lies on a towel and you feel like you've draped your body over the top. You might need to sort of play around with your positioning the first time you do this exercise. The hand is long, body is nice and long, and the abdominals are tight. Hand can be down the thigh or in front of you. So what you're going to do is you're going to lift up very slowly here and slowly come down. Good. Now really think about keeping the ribs and the hips nice and long here. As you lift, you're tightening at the same time. So I really love this exercise because You're creating shape and definition, but also keeping this area apart. Lift up nice and controlled. Breathe for me. Slowly come down. That's nice. And again, lift up. Good. And down. Great. Just one more. Lift up. And slowly release. Great job. Okay, let's do the other side. And remember, keep that towel fairly tightly rolled. You can do this also with a big cushion at home. Take a little bit of time to get in the right position, so extend the body. Top tip, pull in the pelvic floor here because that will help with your balance as well. Or the hand can be in front. Let's go. Lift up, stretch down that body. Really think about reaching so you get that lovely long feeling through the arm and the neck as well. Lift up. That's great. Now, a little top tip is to really think about extending through the head, and that belly button is still being pulled to the back of your spine. Lift up. Good. Well done. Okay, bring your feet in front of you. You can get rid of the towel. We're just going to stretch off that waist area now. Come to a cross-leg position, and you can either have your hands on your knees or you can have one to the side. Lift up through the body, so really stretch up through the body and then extend over. So stretch into your fingertips, but keep your buttocks firmly on the floor because you can then get a much better stretch here. Come down and then reach up tall to the other side, lift over to the other side. That's great. Well done, you've just done a great bit of management for your midriff. Remember to use a towel to support your neck if you suffer from any pain. Check out the technique tips for more ideas as well. Visualize what you're trying to achieve and avoid talking as you do this program. This will expand the abdominals and not flatten them. Always establish the rib-hip connection in every exercise before you start. If this is your first time, don't feel you have to do all the repetitions of each exercise. Do build up gradually. And wearing trainers actually adds extra weight, so performing some of the exercises barefoot will help you master the technique first and make them easier.